on, man. You lost your ID and passport?
Yeah, I never had an ID my whole. I've been in prison and stuff, so I barely got my ID recently. So recently I got my ID. So now
Hey, man, do you remember your number?
Yeah, I got a couple of them. AR 5648, BS 6228, and BL 2717.
That's crazy. Do you remember your ID number from your California state ID?
No, I don't know.
Exactly. Big Boy's Neighborhood, beautiful day in the neighborhood, ladies and gentlemen. I've been waiting on this one. Famous gangbanger up in here, man. Lefty GunPlay, welcome to the neighborhood, homie.
Yes, sir, man. Thank you guys for having me,
bro.
Man.
This been a while coming, and
Yes,
I've been
sir.
looking though.
Yeah, long overdue.
Yeah, and but you know what? We here now, bro.
We here now.
Easy call, and I'm gonna tell you, man. I've been looking, and I've been seeing just because sometimes people will get in, and you'll say, okay, what kind of work they doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And one thing I see with you, Lefty, is that you're doing the work. Not only are you doing the work, you also learning what's going down with this thing, that this popularity and how you got thrust in front of everyone, man. Because you kind of learning on the job, right?
Yeah, adjusting to the fame in Los Angeles, adjusting to the fame so quick and just getting thrown right into it, and learning as I go. And I'm already knowing that you're tapped in with the streets of LA.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir, man. And you know what's crazy though too is that you're highly recognizable.
Yes,
and already in LA, man, LA is tricky anyway. You know what I'm saying? So you always got to be up on your P's and Q's, bro.
Yeah.
But you're highly recognizable. And anywhere you go, if I saw you, I'd be like, oh, that's Lefty right there.
Yeah, that's the hardest part. We went to a Dodger game. They sent me to a Dodger game just to see how many pictures. It was like over 300 pictures.
Yeah, bro. Hey, bro, let me tell you, when we went, and I'm the same, man. When I go to anywhere I go, I get recognized anywhere I go. But the one thing I love too, Lefty, is that I love it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I love it.
I'll take a picture with everybody.
Yeah, and continue that, because you remember too, bro, when somebody didn't want your picture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now that somebody's tripping, they're like, man, I want your picture. That got to trip you out like they really effing with me, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know
sometimes it's a traffic jam though in like Walmart or something. You're like, oh man, we gotta go. We ain't gonna get out of here.
Ain't it good though?
No, but when I get in the car, I look at everybody and be like, I still got it.
Hey man, but you know what's dope about that too? Is that at one point, man, when you come from humble beginnings,
yes, sir,
you never know you never know what's gonna happen in life.
It's
you
crazy.
know what I'm saying?
Life's a trip, man.
Yeah,
I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm very blessed.
And then you got to think you probably came from a lot, got a lot, but lost a lot.
Yeah.
So when you see it now, what was your introduction? And not your introduction to music. Had you always been into music?
Yeah, I've always been into music, man, but just always into like the gang lifestyle in Los Angeles. But man, I got the chills right now. It's like it's true. Like I've been through so much, been through prison cells and heartbreak and poor. I never had nothing, and God gave me the opportunity, and I'm blessed, and I'm running with it. You get this opportunity once in a lifetime. Sometimes I'm tired, and I take every picture with every single fan, and I'm blessed, and I appreciate LA.
Yeah,
man. I'm saying, for putting me on.
But I think LA appreciates you too, though, bro. And we get some that just represent different for us.
It's bigger than just me. I see it.
Yeah. Hey man, and that's true, because it's bigger than you, because we already got so much when it comes to this turf anyway. Yeah. We got a lot of greatness. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
and then there's this other thing with people say, oh, we got to keep the West up. You know what I'm saying? And now you are a part of that movement. You got to keep the West up, bro.
I'm proud of you. I am a part of that movement. I'm proud of it, man. The West, man. We got something. We got next year is we gonna just dominate it, man.
Hey, man, and then also,
they feel it. You could just feel it. You could just feel it. That
and you know it though.
Yeah.
Hey, man, when you were growing up, did you listen to a lot of hip hop or listen to a lot of music? What was also in the household, and what was in the neighborhood?
Tupac, Eminem, Corrupt, 50 Cent, a lot of The Game.
Yeah.
Nip, YG.
So did you always kind of had your ear to hip hop?
Yeah.
Did you know that you could do it? Because there's one point where you say, man, I love it. But then there's another difference when you say, I think I can do this.
When I was in the county jail, and I'd go by the blacks, and the blacks would be flowing, and they'll be like, man, you could rap.
How old are you around this time?
18, 19.
18, 19. So you already enjoyed music.
Yeah, but like in jail, like if the blacks tell you could rap, like you could rap, you know what I'm saying?
Were you rapping before you went?
I was writing poetry in juvenile hall and sending it to my mom. My mom has all my poems. She's putting together a book like The Rose That Grew From Concrete with all my official, I send them home to her. As soon as I do the real copy, I send it to her. and I make.
And
my
she
real
got
stuff.
the originals.
She got all of them.
And you will print the originals and put that in like a rose that grew from concrete.
Yeah, where I'm at, Los Angeles County Jail, or wherever I'm at, the date, the time.
Hey, bro, that's genius.
Wow.
Did you know that you was writing your history?
Yeah, low key, I kind of did. I kind of manifested it, but I seen it becoming this big, and I see it becoming bigger. I'm not happy with the success I got. This ain't nothing. We got to keep their foot on their necks and keep going with this, man.
Hey, Lefty, how do you feel like it's going to get bigger? And when we paint a picture, and sometimes we paint a picture from gray and gloom, you know what I'm saying? But if somebody is looking, they say, okay, Baldwin Park, so a lot of times we don't even get out the neighborhood.
Nobody ever make it out of there, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then there's, I mean, man, I'm pretty sure just like me, man, you went to funerals before you turned 13.
Yeah, a lot of dead homies, my dead cousins and all that.
So
like,
how do you see that, man? Like I'm gonna be not even different, but I'm gonna so-called make it.
If I don't rap, I ain't gonna make it out the hood. It's either this or I'm gonna be doing life. I looked at it that way. Like this is my last. That's always been my plan. Like I'm gonna be a rapper. Like I'll be in jail and people.
So you
be
knew
like,
that.
Yeah, people be like, man, you a superstar. Like, I say this with the rap. Like, yeah, okay, cool. I don't know how to rap. I'm getting better every day, but I feel like you gotta be all around superstar. You gotta have the story. It's gotta be authentic. You gotta have the look, the flows. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta just be real. And they're gonna mess with you, man. The best rapper, he's in a garage somewhere playing PlayStation.
Yep.
Hey
man,
that's changed.
That's the same thing they say about basketball players. They're like, man, there's the greatest basketball players not in the NBA.
He in Pelican Bay.
Yeah, all day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Doing all day in Pelican Bay. And
Yeah.
when you think about all day Pelican Bay, and when you think about being locked up, could you still see the vision of when you got out?
I got it in Pelican Bay.
Yeah.
That's when I started seeing it. I was in Pelican Bay on the 4-yard and Young just right there. I used to hide my raps and stuff, just keep it to myself because, the homies would look at me like, you want to be a rapper?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And now it's like everybody's like, okay, I'm really rapping. I'm a rapper.
But it's hard too, Lefty, to tell people what you want to be. You know what I'm saying?
I learned that from Steve Harvey.
Steve
Harvey said, shout out to Steve Harvey. He said, don't tell people what's in your mind. Keep it in your mind. Nobody's going to see what's in your head. God put it in your head for a reason.
Amen.
So I live and die by that. I always say that to myself every day.
And it's real because even somebody that love you, that think they looking out for you.
Your mama.
Yeah, they'll tell you like, baby, I don't know about. Yeah, man. Yeah. And you just
it breaks your spirit and you want to quit.
Hey, man, Lefty, let me tell you, bro. At one point, we went, it's 7 of us. You know what I'm saying? I got one of my brothers, rest in peace, my brother Mouse, and then we got
that slowed
4.
you down. That slowed you down. Huh?
Yeah, but he like I
but
think
then it bounced you back.
I think other life stuff slowed me down. You know what I'm saying? Because I was caught up in a lot of different things, man. Where I was like, like radio. This is the first real job I ever had in my life. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it real with you, the first real job I had in my life.
You're a legend, man. You the best one that ever did it, man.
Thank you, brother. But you have a life before you get into it.
Stamp from Gunplay, man. You the best that ever did it, man.
Hey, man.
So let's keep going with this story. I like it.
Yeah. So it was you just get them things, man. Where I had situations where I was like, if I make it through this, then I'll. You know how you make them promises. I was making those promises, and so with that, I had a situation with one of my partners. Anyway, one of my partners didn't make it home with us.
Okay.
So that was the one thing that I was like, man, God,
and he believed
if you
in
get me through this, yeah.
He believed in you.
He did.
That's what happened when we were with my cousin. He believed in me. He'll be like, man, you got to rap, man. Like, nah, you tripping. Nah, you got to rap. I got the chills right now. But he's the one that believed in me and is what keeps me motivated because I feel like I owe it to him.
And he rest in peace?
Yeah, he rests in peace.
Let me tell you what's crazy about that too, Lefty, is like, when you have someone like that, my mom is that for me right now. My brother Keith is that for me, and I got a couple homies. But my mom, when my mom passed, I was like, man.
It could have messed you up or it could have made you better.
Yeah, but it does both. And the thing about it, man, is that in the same way, you'll probably understand what I'm saying this. When it was your cousin?
Yeah,
when your cousin passed, right, it seemed like things just started happening for you. And that's the same with me. When my mom passed, it felt like I had an agent, a manager sitting next to
Ain't
God,
that a trip?
saying, "No, take care of him.
Like
Get
he's
him away
running
from
the
that
plays
person."
from heaven.
Boom.
Damn.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
It's a hell of a way to look at it, man.
It's a trip, man. It's real shit. It's real on my back.
No,
real
don't
stuff,
worry about
man.
it, brother. We talking.
Real stuff, man. It really is. Every time I'll get a play out, when I was coming up, I'll be like, good looking out, man.
Yeah.
because I feel like it's him. Like this
Yeah,
is
man.
too good, perfect script.
Yeah.
Just God wrote the script, you know.
And I
this
pray
is-
to God, but I talk to my mom too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Every day, every morning when I get up, I got a picture of my mom and I have my brother's obituary. I kiss my mom and then I'll kiss my brother's cross that I got off his casket. And that's the way I start my day. And I don't start my day in despair. I just start my day with like, it's okay, I'm powerful for this.
It's
You know what
gonna
I'm
be,
saying?
It's gonna be a long
Yeah.
day today. No, but it just feels like just everything just fell in place perfectly.
Yeah.
It's
And
like, what
it
the heck?
continues, bro. And the only thing you gotta do is you just gotta stay on point with it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta
Stay hungry.
Yep. Stay
hungry.
and keep your
Run the
character
plays,
right.
run the plays.
And you gotta think with you too, Lefty, like you are growing in front of us.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
I say that all the time.
And
yes,
you
sir.
got a lot of enoughs too, man. Like and when we were talking about the West Coast, you gotta be West Coast enough, gangster enough, Latino enough, Sodano enough, whatever. You got all these
LA.
enough that people are gonna be looking at you for.
check every check box, and there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
You gotta make.
Yeah, man.
So I made it past all those, and now we here. We over the mountain. It's downhill now.
Yeah, man.
Just run it up, man.
Hey, man, dude, when you first started thinking like you knew that you could write poetry.
Hey, I wanted to tell you, big boy.
Yeah.
I don't think nobody could rap the Latino rap. You know, anybody else is better for the job than me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think they got the right choice, man.
Yeah, man. But I think you also put yourself in position.
It
You know what I'm
wasn't
saying?
easy. It wasn't easy.
Why do you say it? And I understand that, but why you say it wasn't easy?
I just feel like a lot of raza be putting down raza when we should be picking each other up. You know what I'm saying? Like we should be, you know, picking each other up instead of hating on each other. And you know, just, you know, you got one of your own in the door. You know, I'm in the door. You know what I'm saying? So why ain't my people just pushing me? But I got more people supporting me than more people hating me. But I
Right.
guess all publicity is good publicity. I don't look at it that way. But the haters are still viewing my stuff. The streaming numbers are still good. But
And they know who you
but
are.
I'll take my shirt off my back and give it to my hater.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really like that.
And the crazy thing about it is they accept it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
But when I'm on the streets in LA, it's all love.
Yeah.
I never have gotten in a situation where it's been hate. It's all love in LA. I love LA.
Hey, man, and I see that you do love LA and you represent LA the best way that you can.
Yes,
and that's
sir.
all you need, though.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's people from LA that get down a certain way and you can't get down their way because it's not your way. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
And
sir.
when you go from knowing that you want to rap, you writing poetry and poems and you sending those home to your mom, poems becomes rap.
You taking
Now
me
you kind
back.
of just rapping with the homies. You know what I'm saying?
Freestyles in the car.
Hey,
off
man.
the phone.
And your freestyle shit, too, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I think a lot of people can't do that, or a lot of people won't do
You
that.
seen that Superman freestyle?
No, from
Man, that one go crazy. Bootleg Kev always talk about that one. The Superman freestyle was probably my bet. That one, yeah, Superman freestyle.
hey man, even with start from scratch, right?
Oh yeah, that was a legendary one right there.
Hey, bro, that's one of those, and there's a difference between somebody that's rapping, and then there's a difference between somebody that knows how to stay in the pocket. And that's what I was telling Lou. I said, man, this motherfucker makes shit where you hear him stay in the pocket.
Highlighting. Oh, that song right there was just West Coast, West Side on them, man. Just like big influence the game, you know.
Hey man, if you could start from scratch now, because even when you hear from start from scratch, you say, man, if I could start from scratch, I'll change this. Is there anything, if there was a start from scratch right now, that you would say, man, I probably may change this?
Nah, man. Everything besides my kids,
Right.
nah, man. Everything just went. All the pain and heartbreaking. My grandma told me all the pain and heartbreak and everything I went through was because God was about to put me on.
Yeah.
You know, show me that, you know. And even after I started becoming on, I went to jail back for a little bit for some stuff. And my grandma told me, that's God telling you he'll take it from you like this. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get too gaudy with it, but
Yeah, no, you got to learn from that too,
it's
though.
just energy, you know what I'm saying? Just, I believe a lot of it's just energy and just believing in yourself. And, you know, don't let nobody get in your head. Like, just tell yourself, you know, I got it, I'm him. You know, it's very easy to get vulnerable and let people break you down. But nah, just stay down with it, stay solid with it. And if it was all worth it. It made me gunplay. I wouldn't be Lefty GunPlay without the heartbreak in the prison and
Yeah, man.
all that.
It all comes together, bro, and it's lifestyle tuition into the school of experience.
Yes, sir.
Like you take one thing away, it changes it.
Beautiful struggle, man.
Yeah, ain't it, man? Hey, bro, when you go from, first off, how long were you away from us?
Okay, I did 3 years in juvenile hall from 15 to 17.
Which one?
I was in Los Padrinos, Silmar, the Compound, YA, then back down to Silmar.
Damn, you went on tour.
Yeah, they let me home. And then from 18, I was in and out. I was in Pelican Bay State Prison, Corcoran SHU, Pelican Bay SHU, Wasco Level 3, Ironwood Level 3 recently. I just got out of there, and LA County, all up and down the county.
Damn.
So I'm real.
How many years you think you got off the street?
Probably like, this is my off the street. So
yeah, how
probably,
many years from
they
juvenile
put it together. They said like 75, 80% of my life.
Really though?
Damn.
Yeah, 75, 80% of my. I'm 29 right now, so I just did 7, 8, another year, 9, and then 3 in juvenile hall.
So that's 12 years. Yeah. So damn near half your life. Damn near 50. Yeah.
It been bad. Yeah, it been bad.
Hey man, how do you? And at one point you can't see staying positive. It's easy now to sit here with the jewelry on, with the all the music and everything, the tours and everything.
Yeah.
But when you caught up in that, how do you see yourself out of that? Because when it's like this right in front of you, when you're looking through the rearview mirror, it's it's crazy when you look in the rearview mirror. You're like, oh, that's behind me. But when you sitting in jail or in prison and you're looking through the windshield, that's got to look dark. Because you got a lot of dreams, but it's like, man, I'm in here. I got a program. I got to, you know what I'm saying?
That's a crazy story. I feel like the banging just came with not having a father figure and just the homies giving me that acceptance, like, good job. I used to thrive to hear the homie or another male role model tell me good job. So that's where it came from. My mom working all day, my grandma. So I started getting that good job. So then it started becoming a revolving cycle. So then I started getting addicted to the fame and the getting noticed in the hood by the homies. But now I channeled that. I heard Nip say, you got to take them 2 steps back to take but them 2 back hurt, you know what I'm saying? So telling the homies I wanted to be a rapper, and now I'm getting the same thrive off of what I got from the fame in the hood off the rap. And
it's like placing one addiction to another.
Yeah, but the last time I was in the cell and I sat there and my dream was to be, I would see people rapping. I'd be like, I could do that. That's easy. I that could be me. And this last time I sat in there, I said, man, I can't play with this no more. God, let me out this cell, and I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna be the best rapper. And I'll tell everybody in there, like, man, I'm gonna be the best rapper in the whole game. And they'll be looking, all right, cool. They believed it a little bit because I believed myself so much.
That you made them believe.
Yeah, and I kept my promise to myself, and I came home and I stayed down with the rap. And within 30 days of being fresh out of jail, I was already at 300 Entertainment, Interscope in New York, all that, Columbia. I was meeting with all the labels within 30 days being fresh out of jail, thinking that I would, came in the game with nothing to lose, saying that I'm the best Latino rapper that ever did it. And sure enough, yeah, it worked out.
Hey, man, you know what's crazy about that, man, is that people think too, man, and it's real. It's so hard to get in the business. Yeah. And you got to think, I know you see everybody, bro.
Everybody want to be a rapper.
Everybody. So it's like, man, you got to be ready. And then it's got to be some luck. It's got to be some skill. But there's so many people that want to get into it, bro, that it doesn't happen for everyone.
It's crazy, huh?
Yeah, and it can't happen for everyone.
It can't.
How did that happen for you? Did you start off on, was it social media? Was it the neighborhood? You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody can have your blueprint. But how did it happen for you?
I really think it just happened in my mind, just believing in my mind that,
manifest.
Just me believing in my own dream, and just, it starts with you. It really starts with you, and it really starts with you and you wanting change for yourself. And for you to want change for yourself and break that revolving door from being in jail is like very hard. And just, it really started with me, and nobody believed in it. And I believed in myself so much I wouldn't let myself down. I knew I was gonna do it. I knew in my mind I was gonna do it. It still hasn't hit me yet. All the stuff I'm doing, I'm still keep on rolling. I know now the stuff that I'm doing, like, it's history in the making, and we're witnessing it right now. And it seems impossible until it's done. And it was a lot of hard work and a lot of running plays. And I feel like Solus and OTR, he just really, he really pushed me, and he seen the greatness and he pushed me through it a lot of times when I didn't want to go to work or wanted to do it.
You got to have a good teammate too,
a good team around you.
Yeah.
You got to get a good team around you. You're not gonna be. I'm gonna be a rapper and think you're gonna be a rapper and be the next big rapper. No, it's very hard. You just gotta believe in yourself, man.
And you gotta
really,
and you do
really
have
stay down.
And you do gotta have a machine. And when you say you gotta really stay down too, that's real because
Right when I was gonna quit,
boom,
that's when it happened.
Yep.
Boom.
Yep.
I was ready to give up, man. I said, man, this is dumb. I'm cool, man.
Especially when you know something that you can get back to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy when you put something down to pick something up and it's like, man, this ain't happening the way I thought it was gonna happen. It ain't paying bills. But you always know, like, man, I know how I can make money.
I remember kicking it with females in my room, in my little trailer park in my grandma's house, my little room, and just I'll be listening to YouTube, he's writing, and the girls would just be looking at me like this fool,
right?
You know, like laughing at me. And now it's like, look at me now.
Yeah.
And I told them, watch this song. It's gonna be a hit. I'm gonna be famous. And they'll look at me, and I didn't care about it, what they said. I stayed down with my dream and believed in myself. I locked myself in that room. I struggled. I went broke. You know what I'm saying? Just believing in my dream, and sure enough, it happened.
Hey man, and you know what, Lefty though? That's the part that people don't hear. You know what I'm saying? People want to see like, oh man, you know, his car, his jewelry, the females around him, but they don't want to hear or they don't know about, I almost gave up. You know, I got out, fucked it off a little bit, had to go back in. They don't hear that. Yeah, I couldn't afford such and such. I'm sitting in the trailer park and my grandma, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't hear that. They just see what's going down. But at one point as a human being,
it feels so good, man.
Yeah, now, huh?
Yeah, it feels so good, man.
Hey man, is it crazy when you went through a gang of people that you say, man, the Nips, the Kendrick, all the people that you looked at as a fan, right? And now you could be looked at as one of their peers, or how you would get up to go listen to somebody else. Yeah. Somebody is getting dressed to go see you in concert.
Yes, sir.
Somebody's listening to you or streaming or listening to this interview right now. Is that crazy to you?
I trip. I want to go on Spotify and I look at my monthly listeners. I think I'm at 700,000 right now, 600,000. And I trip out with like how many people are listening, or when I'm headlining the concert. And the best part is just writing the song from wherever you wrote it at, laying it down, making a video, and then when the crowd's just yelling it, it's like, man, that's the best high I get off of this whole thing, is just seeing the way your words can inspire the world, and words can be powerful, and just the high school kids and the kids, man, it's like, I look at the kids, I'll be like, man, they'd be like, why do they look at me like that? They'd be like, the same way you looked at YG when you were in high school. I thought YG was cool, YG and Nip when I was in high school. They said that's the same way these kids be looking at you.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
They watching you.
Yeah, they are.
They watching you, man. And and you got to think, man, when they see like us, they believe that it can happen.
Yes, sir. And it can happen.
Man. And then also you got to think, man, like you probably don't even know how many tats you got. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You tatted up. You from LA. Those kind of things, man. But you did it your way. Yeah. And that lets people know as well, man. I don't have to change anything. I can do it my way. All I got to do is stick to it. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully be one of the best at my craft that I can be.
I seen you do a clip with a Bullet Kev where like all that. Have you ever seen Lefty GunPlay? I love him, man.
Yeah, man.
I love him. Just do you and stay authentic. That's one of the ones you got to do you. Even though when the industry, you know, don't like it, or people don't like it, or, you know, the label don't like it, or tries to take my style, just got to, you know, stay down and be who I am. You know, and I wouldn't want it any other way.
Yeah, and the thing about it, man, is that if people don't see it, at some point they'll find you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's why when I was talking with Kevin, we've had conversations just out of your presence and off air too, where it's like if everybody don't rock with you, F them. Because the ones that rock with you, those are the ones that you got to take care of. Like if I'm doing a show at the Crypto, you know what I'm saying? I'm not tripping off of who's in the forum. I got to perform for who's ever right here.
These are my people.
Yep, yeah. And that's the way you got to get down, man.
Without them,
yeah, and everybody not gonna mess with you, just like how you didn't mess with everybody before. As a spectator, as a consumer, as a buyer, you had your preference. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And now people got a preference if they messing with you.
I'm living my dreams, man. My dreams came true, and they really did. My dreams came to reality, and you know what I'm saying? I always say, God forbid, but I'm saying, like, man, if I die, like, I'll and that was my biggest regret, too. You know, for you to go to prison or you to pass away and you didn't leave your dreams and go for it. And I went for it and it worked out. You know what I'm saying? It really worked out. But this ain't nothing. This is just the beginning, but it really worked out. I'm living my dreams, man.
Hey, man,
really
and
am.
you said that a couple of times, but you know that better is coming for you.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It will be, yes, coming soon.
Hey, man, do you trip off of now, like when you say I was in a trailer park with grandma work, mom's work, and now you got your own car, and these are probably small things to other people.
Taking care of them.
But
it's
I
huge
remember
to me. It's huge to me.
Yeah, man. I remember growing up, I never had my own bedroom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I never had my own bedroom, bro. I never had my own bathroom, none of that.
So used to it. Yeah.
Yeah, and so when I first got my gig at Power, when I got my gig, that's the first time I ever had a car of my own that I bought. The first time that I ever moved out of my mom's crib. You know what I'm saying?
Proud moment.
I never had I never had my bedroom. I rented a 2-bedroom apartment. And I used to literally be in one bedroom. I used to be like, man, what do I do with this other bedroom?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I used to just look at it.
That's what I do.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
like this is all mine right
I
here.
had 2 bedrooms and I look at the other room and just like, what the hell? I never did nothing with it. Like, it just sits there, but it's like, it's a trip. And sometimes I'll go to other places and like, I'll feel like in the beginning, like I didn't deserve it or didn't deserve to be there because I was just so used to how I was coming up. And now I'm starting to realize my self-worth. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to see yourself. Like, say I'm working out, it's harder. Nobody's going to tell you you're getting bigger. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard to look at yourself and look at the results, looking at yourself from the outside looking in, you know? So it's now I started to realize, oh, I'm Lefty Gunplay. Like, you know, it's like I'm doing some things right here. Like, I'm doing some stuff.
Hey, man, is it different when, like, everybody don't want to see you happy? You know what I'm saying? That could be either somebody from the hood, somebody from
Family
LA.
in the hood.
Family, you know what I'm saying? Like how do you deal with those that don't want to see how how well you're doing?
I just feel like that hood stuff, it runs deep, man, and you could take me out the hood, but you can't take the hood out of me.
Yeah.
Can't forget the homies, but yeah, those were like, I got a lot of real solid homies, but at the same time, there's a lot of people in my inner circle that I grew up with, or even sometimes the city that they're the ones that hate on you the most, you know what I'm saying, or want to see your downfall the most, or even family sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. You got to just keep your circle.
Sometimes it's harder to survive at home.
You know more or less like who's like, they just, it's crazy, man.
Yeah.
You get more love from other people than you
Have
do
you
from
got that feeling yet, Lefty Gunplay, that everybody can't come with you though?
Yeah, whoever makes it at the finish line and is there with me,
you
know, belong there. And not everybody can go, and everybody wants to go, man. But nah, and everybody can't go. I did it on my own. Sometimes I got to get my mind right because I'm just moving so fast and I'm not enjoying the moment.
Yeah.
I tell everybody that you got to enjoy the moment and remember and keep yourself sane.
It's hard to enjoy the moment when you're in the moment too, though.
Yeah.
And especially you don't like you can look back right now and you could look at the accolades that you probably didn't even recognize. As you sit down and you say, man, you know, a few years ago, I didn't have a place. A few years ago, you know, and you'll think about those small things. But when you going,
it's just going.
Yeah, you're not tripping off of it too much, man. And not that you don't acknowledge it and you're not
stacking it up.
Yep.
Stacking it up. Like I feel
man.
like it's a pyramid. We're just stacking up. Boom, a hard day, another one. Boom, another piece to where we're trying to get to.
Hey man, is it crazy when you walk somewhere, like when you say you go to the Dodger game, and not on some like, oh, I'm feeling myself, I'm bragging or whatever. And I've had this conversation with people, but have you ever had that moment where you look around, maybe they're giving you a mic before you go on stage, maybe you're at the Dodger game, and you just say, damn, I'm Lefty Gunplay. Yeah.
All the time, man.
And that'll never go, bro. I've been in radio 30 years, Lefty, and there's times when I'm like, dude, I'm Big Boy. And not like, oh yeah,
maybe
Big
like
Boy.
Yeah, maybe like
It's
once a week. Yeah, once
I'm
every
just
2
like,
weeks.
oh shit.
Once a month.
Yeah, but it comes and it's real. It's a real feeling where it's like, damn, I'm Lefty. Like, damn, I'm Big Boy, and not bragging, but it's like this it's like this feeling of like I can't believe this. Like, damn, this is crazy.
Yeah, but after that, I'll be like, yeah.
Then you can't show. You're like, hell yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Hey man, do you trip off of like when people do come to see you at a show? Like, cause one, you remember going to shows, I remember going places. You knew what you was gonna wear. You got dressed, you knew how you were gonna get there.
Yeah.
Now that's in people's heads too. Like, what am I wearing? What am I gonna go do? You know what I'm saying? Does that trip you out that people come?
Yeah, cause the people be selling out my shows and stuff. Yeah, I sold out Arizona. That one trips me out. Utah, sold out Utah, Arizona, New Mexico.
And that's music, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And what's crazy about that is that's music that you probably made in a
Other
local studio
states,
at the
man.
house. And
Other
you know what I'm saying?
state- Yeah, touching other states, man. Just it's crazy. It's a trip.
Hey, do you like traveling? Do you like going other places though?
Man, I lost my ID and my passport and
You-
my prison ID. So we were going in a Sprinter. I hated it, but
Wait, hold on, man. You lost your ID and passport?
yeah, I never had an ID my whole. I've been in prison and stuff, so I barely got my ID recently. So recently I got my ID. So now we.
Hey, man, do you remember your number?
Yeah, I got a couple of AR 5648, BS 6228, and BL 2717.
That's crazy. Do you remember your ID number from your California state ID?
I don't know.
Exactly. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the program, bro.
I don't know.
Them numbers be like boom, boom, boom. But now that you out, man, and you doing an extremely great job, man, and also when it comes to material, you release a lot of material.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? What keeps you so active as to say, okay, I'm going to drop like 3-4 albums this year?
Man, honestly, like my label doesn't want me dropping those albums or songs so many songs that I drop. So when it's 12 o'clock and they go to sleep, I drop a song.
Yeah.
But like if it's a banger, it stays up and stuff. And just all the albums that I have, it's really stuff that I wrote in prison and yeah, we just been knocking them out. My next album is gonna be my biggest one. That's Most Valuable Gangbanger. Is my biggest album that I worked the hardest on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the first one I worked hard. The second one I kind of punched in
Right.
for this freestyle. And then I felt LA like, oh well, what the hell was this? And so I came back even harder.
You felt a little different feedback?
Yeah, I felt
Right.
the feedback.
You felt like you melded in a little bit?
Yeah. So the third one is my biggest one, and we got a lot of features on that one.
Hey, man, and when you say with the new album, Most Valuable Gangbanger,
Yes, sir.
is it more freestyle or are you more writing now?
I'm more telling my story.
Yeah.
More telling my story, more pressure of LA, just in the moment, just, you know, with all the legends on there, you know, from Latino legends like, you know, OGZ to,
Yes, sir.
you know, I got Snoop, Problem, you know, everybody on there, Sweetie, Ty Dolla $ign, everybody's on there.
Hey, man,
Slim 400.
The company
Rest in peace,
the
yeah.
company that you are in now though too, and you got to think though, man, this is somebody like to us it can say, man, like Lefty been killing the year, or you know, but when you say, man, I was writing poems and poetry and sending letters and poems home from jail, this is all that time that's added to when somebody say, oh, he had a hell of a year. You're like, nah, bro, I had a hell of a. You know, if you think it's overnight, like I always say, if it's overnight, it was a long ass night that y'all didn't see.
I appreciate you saying that because people think it was. No, it's a lot that built up to this.
Yeah,
you know,
man.
But they won't understand. You know, they got to probably go through it. Everybody thinks, you know, it happened so fast for me. But yeah, like you said, it was a lot of time, lot of years where this was my dream and my plan. You know, it's always been my plan.
Hey, man, when you say Snoop Dogg name, you got to be a fan of Snoop Dogg first.
Yeah, he's LA West Coast.
Yeah, man.
Probably
Hey.
the best, like legend. Him and Dre.
Yeah.
That's my dream. I want Dre to, and I'm speaking it into existence. Hopefully it happens, man. I want Dre to, you know, come back and, you know, produce my an album for me, for one of the best Latino rappers, West Coast album. You know, wouldn't be LA without, you know, Mexicans, Latinos. So it'd be cool if Dre came back. That's my dream. That's the only feature I really want is Dre.
Hey, man. And Dre getting active again, especially for 2025. Dogg about to drop that Missionary album.
Yeah.
And Dre active, bro. And they got some beautiful things coming too. But even to be
stays tapped
recognized
in.
by
He
Snoop,
stays tapped
he
in.
does, bro. He does. More than what people think too.
Yeah.
More than what people think, man. And lyrically, bro, like how important is it for you to make songs as opposed to, you know what I'm saying? I can tell you put time now, even more so, into what you're doing.
I feel like you just gotta go through it. You gotta really go through the story and believe in what you're writing. And I feel like when you're writing that story, I memorize my lyrics first time writing, but when I'm writing it, it's my story. When I'm rapping it, I just feel that much more passionate about it. You know, it's just that much more felt. You know, like I'm writing my story, telling my story. You know, the way I lived it, and a lot of people can relate. But yeah, I feel so passionate about my lyrics, whether it's my story, and a lot of people can relate to what I went through.
What's the obstacles of being who you are, Latino rapper. You know what I'm saying? And sorry for the quotes and, you know,
Yeah.
and feel like it's in the box, but you know what I'm saying?
No.
Like there's sometimes where it's like, man, people ain't listening. They
I'm
not
proud of
putting
that
us
box.
on.
I'm proud of the box.
Yeah, but
I'm proud to represent that box. You know, I feel like I'm the first one that broke through that box, but yeah, I feel like I'm the face of Latino rap in Los Angeles right now. Automatically people think my name and just me being believing in myself and getting it's crazy, man, how many black artists that are really up there reached out to me and gave me that love, because I see a lot of other people don't get that love, and hopefully I'm the one that breaks that door open so more of my people can start getting that, you know, because there's some really good Latino rappers out there.
Man.
And yeah, man, it's just like I was chosen for it, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, and I'm not gonna let my people down.
Yeah, and that's a heavy crown too, though.
It is.
Yeah, man. And you really choose not to use the N-word when it comes to
or rap songs,
rap songs.
any videos, even in person, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's not the way we talk. It's,
Right.
It's disrespectful, you know. Some people may not find it, but it's not cool.
Yeah.
We don't talk like that. I don't hear, you know, blacks rapping, talking about essay or, you know what I'm saying? So blacks talk their slanging raps. We talk our slanging raps, and the both of them together is bridging the gap, man, in LA. You know what I'm saying?
What does that black and brown mean for you, especially coming into 2025?
Historical.
Yeah.
Legendary. Just, you know, one going down for the books. Never been done before, like the way it's being done right now. It's a different time in LA. If you're from LA, you just feel it.
Hey, man, but we seen that too, not just on the black and brown side, Lefty. I seen it with how Crips and Bloods get together. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you seeing certain hoods that didn't mess with each other.
Yeah, all over LA.
You know what I'm saying? And now there's more red lights, you know what I'm saying, than green lights when it comes to a lot of the way people get down right now.
Yeah, more money on the table. There's enough money on the table for all of us to eat.
Yeah, man. And you eating
Yeah, I'm eating.
Hey, man, what's 2025 looking like for Lefty GunPlay?
2025 is looking like a Grammy.
Yeah, really though.
A Grammy.
Hey, man, you a person of manifestation, huh?
Acting too.
Yeah, talk to me about the acting thing that's going down.
I got into acting with Richard Cabral, and I've been going to acting classes on Wednesdays. Got a couple films coming with Hulu in that, and then I did a short film with Hit Boy.
Oh, really though?
Yeah, Hit Boy did Nipsey's Racks in the Middle, and yeah, so I got a couple of commercials coming in, and they want some headshots, and hopefully, God willing, that I'm come out on Jimmy Fallon. They threw that in my ear.
Hey, man, so you know that you ready for all that. Like, you don't mind acting. You don't, and it's crazy because even when we look now too, Lefty, when we look at models, or have you seen people that you'll see like, man, 15, 20 years ago, they couldn't have been on the cover of such and such. I remember back in the days, they wouldn't even hire people that had tattoos. Yeah. And now if you don't have a tattoo, you're the rare one.
Yeah.
How old were you when you got your first tat on your face, facial tat?
17.
17.
17 years old. And it was like, man, yeah, 17 years old.
And how young are you now?
29.
Okay, so you got to think, man, 17, 20, like 12 years ago, a lot of people 12 years ago didn't have tats on their face.
Yeah.
So even that was rare.
I had my whole body done at 21. And the biggest thing, but I went away for so long, the biggest thing was my mom, just the heartbreak from your mom, you know. She would tell me my face is sacred. I wouldn't recommend, you know, getting tattoos on the face. It's kind of looked at, you want attention and stuff, but it's a story of my life, and I made it, and I wouldn't recommend it.
But your mom, she wasn't with the tattoo, the facial tattoo?
She cried when I got out of Pelican Bay. She didn't visit me once, but when I came out the cage, they opened it, she see me blasting my whole body, man. She just,
so most of those are prison tats?
All of them are prison tats.
Wow. They did some great ass work on you.
Yeah.
I got some artists.
Hey, man, so you go, damn, that's prison?
Yeah, it's all prison. All Pelican Bay State Prison. They hurt, man. My neck, all that.
All that are prison tats?
All prison tattoos.
Even this one right here?
Yeah, all this is prison tattoos.
Oh, man, they did a beautiful job, bro. So you say you go in one way, and when you walked out, your mom was like...
Prison made me a man.
Right.
I feel like I learned how to shave in there. I was around seeing, you know, there's a lot of intelligent men in there, and hopefully they all come home soon. And I learned a lot in prison. I grew up in there, you know, around them people, and I don't take it for advantage of the chance that I got to be out again, because them guys are still on that same yard while I'm doing all this. They be messaging me sometimes, like, or I'll be getting verbals from people like, man, they said they're proud of you. You know what I'm saying? But I don't forget where I was just at.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Hey, man, and you always hear that, man, that don't come back. You know what I'm saying?
Come back.
And do you feel like now, like, man, I won't go back?
I'll never want to live the way I was living,
Yeah.
or even back to the hood. You know what I'm saying?
Do you remember when it felt normal to you?
Yeah, felt like, you know, I was happy. I was okay with it.
Yeah.
It was like regular. Like this is my life.
Yeah, man.
This is what we do.
Is it different when, you know, the politics and the programming, and then when you touch turf and you get home, the politics and the programming at home too?
Yeah, you got to learn how to balance them.
Yeah.
If you really want to be a gangster rapper in the West Coast and West, you got to really balance them both. And as long as you know you're staying down and staying solid, you know, at the end the truth always prevails. And yeah, I believe in myself and they believe in me and they accept me, and it was hard for all that. And
do you think you got more things to think about being Lefty Gunplay and everything from your past and whatever it is than another artist would have to think about?
Yeah. Way more.
Yeah.
Way more. It's way more. Yeah, it's way more. It's so hard to get where I'm at, but it's possible. Mm-hmm. It's very possible.
And I even asked that, like let's just say Wanji, let's say YG. But like YG, he probably got a little bit more to think about.
Yeah.
Than, you know, somebody else. You know what I'm saying? He got to work, and not worry, but he got to think about the blood card. He got to think about the enoughs. He got to, you know, there's different ways that you got to be on swivel as well. You know what I'm saying?
That's the end game, to keep it the way he kept it. Gangster, no smut on his name, and he kept it neutral and balanced.
Yeah, man.
And he's still going good. You know what I'm saying? So not too much, not too little, just right.
Yeah, bro.
Know,
and you got to know how to ride that.
He's LA.
Yeah.
He's one of the faces of LA.
Hey, man, and you know what I love about that too, though, Lefty, is that you give it to others too,
yes,
bro. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta give credit when the credit's due.
Yeah, and did you not study hip hop, but you listen to a lot of hip hop?
Yeah, I learned to be the best, you gotta study the best.
Yeah,
and I also learned from Nip that you know, pay attention to people and interviews, and if I'm learning from it, then I'm gonna try to learn from it.
Yeah, and like I say, man, you've been learning. You know, you learning on the job too.
Every day, I'm learning right now from you.
Yeah, and when people throw you in that pool, it's like, man, am I gonna sink, or am I gonna swim?
Yeah.
How important is social media to you?
Very important.
Yeah.
Social media is they took my Instagram down and I'm still popping, but social media is just it's a new time and day.
Oh, they took your Instagram down?
Yeah, I had 300,000 followers.
What happened?
Man, it's just
because that's how I was trying to get at you at one point. Remember, I was like, man, I need you in, bro.
Man, no,
they took it down.
They be hating on me, man, but I'm wearing the works of getting it back. But it's hard to get it back.
Oh yeah.
This is already.
It's easy for them to take it away. You got to.
I'll be popping it on there sometimes.
Hey man, what about fatherhood? You know what I'm saying? Like there's a difference between hood and fatherhood. Like at one point for the hood, you was probably like, man, I'm all in. Now fatherhood is probably the biggest hood you ever been from.
Yeah.
Do you have kids or a child?
Yeah, I got a daughter and I got a son. And
so you got two kids.
Yeah, I wasn't really there for them, and the relationship was always weird because they had every right to think that I wasn't a good influence, and I'll tell my baby mama like I was gonna be a rapper. Now I'm doing this, so now I'm getting myself right. So now I'm financially stable to take care of them.
Right.
And I'm learning that I can't.
How old are they, if you don't mind my asking?
My son is 11 and my daughter's 2.
Oh, okay.
So I can't let my relationship I have with my baby moms. I'm learning as I go with this one that I can't let my relationships I have with my baby's mom affect the relationship I have with my kids because they're precious, you know. They're just kids. Man. I love kids, man.
Do you have an 11-year-old son or daughter?
11-year-old son.
Yeah.
Mama's boy.
And
he love his mom, man.
Yeah, but I am too.
She raised him though, and he has every right to feel the same way. That's how I am with my mom. And yeah, that's what you said. Yeah, I'm a mama's boy. So
yeah, hell yeah.
Mom, man.
Real talk, bro.
My daughter loved me though, man.
Hey man. Yeah, I have a daughter. I have a son and a daughter. Yeah. And it's crazy, man, because you always thought that you was living for something else until you have your kids and you recognize who you really living for.
It's bigger than. It's hard to get there when you live my lifestyle, and you know it's hard to get when you're so cold, and you know to make that turn, and that's the turn that I'm working on right now, and I'm learning as I go with that. But yeah, kids is the most important part. You know what I'm saying? I got to be there for them.
Now you're
making me want to call them and send them some money.
You will after we get out of it. But your 2-year-old though, like your 2-year-old, your 2-year-old is getting the better version of you.
Yeah, she looks just like me. She's getting a better version of me.
And your 11-year-old probably didn't get the best version, but now you're working on that version as well, huh?
Yeah, it's messed up. That's messed up. That's how it is though, man.
Yeah.
It's messed up and it's my fault. But I'm the one that's losing out on that because I lost out on that all them years, while I was trying to figure myself out. But I'm gonna make it up to him.
Yeah. And you know what they say though, Lefty? When you know better, you do better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where you are in your life, bro, is that now that I know, oh, okay, yeah. Because there's just some things that we probably would trip off of or that we did in the past, and you're like, damn, how did I do that? And now that you know better, you're like, I won't do that again.
It's like one of my biggest fears, like one of my biggest challenges, that one was just, dealing with and grieving with it and just, facing fatherhood up front and being a man and, just trying to be there and learn how to be a man on my own. Just nobody's going to teach you how to be a dad.
Yeah, man.
You got to just...
And plus, same with me, you didn't have it.
Yeah, I never had it.
Yeah, man. So it's like, man, how do I teach what I didn't learn? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And with me and my son, man, we have thank God, praise God, we have a beautiful relationship. But I also fathered, and I didn't know this until I went and did therapy and everything. Like, I'm with my wife, I'm with my son, I'm with my daughter, always. But I didn't know that the way that I father is out of not having my father there. Yeah. So I had to be the one to teach my son how to piss. I had to be this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
you gotta do,
like, because I didn't have that.
Self-will.
Yeah, and so, but I learned. But I also learned, how to be a father because I'm so hands-on too now.
You got grandkids?
Nah, man. My son is 17.
You're gonna love it, man.
And my daughter's 16.
You're gonna probably be like the best grandpa.
Man.
It's gonna come.
Yeah, I just gotta raise these babies first, though.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. And this is the hardest job we have, though, too, Lefty. You can get on the mic. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's different when and you gotta think, man. You gotta balance everything
expensive,
now,
man.
Oh my God, bro.
They're expensive.
Yeah. But you know what it is too, though, man, is because they're expensive because you want them to have what you didn't have either, though.
Yes, sir.
Dad, can I get, boom. And then even with your princess, she's 2. You probably got her laid out and shit that, what I'm saying? That a 2-year-old, average 2-year-old probably wouldn't have because we love that much. And us not having certain things will give that much.
Yeah, your heart just breaks and warms just when you see him, Just beautiful thing.
How do you balance being either on the road or being in the studio? Like, how do you balance that time?
Man, with my family?
Yeah, bro.
I just really stay tapped in with my mom. And my baby mom will call me. And the first one just call me and put my daughter on the line. The second one call me, ask for money.
Right.
Talk bad to me.
Hey, man, you said talk bad?
Yeah, talk bad.
Send me a Venmo.
Yeah, you know the number. So are you with any of the moms right now?
No.
Okay. Hey, man, how's your relationship with your mom? Because I heard you bring her up a few times.
Man, she's everything to me.
Ain't it, man?
It hasn't been easy, but bought her a car, stuff like that. She has everything coming. And as soon as I get my check, as soon as I see my mom, like, she's the one that gets the most, but I just give it to her.
Yeah, man.
Mom got everything coming.
Ain't it crazy to take care of your mom like that?
It feels good.
Lefty, this is the only tattoo that I have, and it says Ida's son. And Ida's my mom. And I had this before my mom passed.
Yeah.
And like I say, mama's boy, at the same time, I knock your ass out too, though. So the people get mama's boy mixed up.
It feels good when they get to see your success.
Don't they?
You gotta
don't
make them proud.
Yeah, man. Because they seen you in other lights that they didn't want to see you in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes I take her on to a show and I want to take a girl and my actual past, I'll bring my mom as my date.
Yeah,
so
man.
she can be a part of it and see it, And she really likes it. She be at work with all her homegirls. She be coming with a bunch of Lefty GunPlay posters, like, sign these. I'm like, what?
Hey, dude.
Yeah.
She be selling.
Hey, man, but you know what's
Somebody
crazy
mom.
about that too, though, man?
Yeah.
If you think like what you put your mom through, like you would never want your son to do what you did or go through what you did. You know what I'm saying?
And she never let me down.
Yeah, man.
Never let me down. Mom's just something else.
Yeah, bro. But it's so good, bro, that you outside.
Yes.
And she get to see you.
Yeah.
And see, you know what I'm saying?
She
And
trips
know
out.
that so many people know your name, and that's her baby boy.
Yeah, she trips out.
Do you have any brothers or sisters?
Yeah, I got an older brother.
You really don't. What is your other older brother? He into music?
Complete opposite.
Ain't that
Complete
good?
opposite.
And when you say complete opposite, is that like complete opposite of music or complete opposite of life?
Complete opposite of life. Like, yeah, complete opposite of life.
Explain, bro.
Man, he just good grades, looked at me like, still looks at me that way. Maybe one day we'll get to that part where he's a little, prouder of me, but I love him. We grew up together. We were dogs when we were younger, but as we got older, I started going towards the gang lifestyle,
Yeah.
and he started going towards, living a normal lifestyle. And he went to Cal State Fullerton, played baseball. He's ASPCA, has his own house. Like, I'm proud of him.
Yeah, man.
He went about it the right way.
When was the last time y'all talked?
Man, probably been about a year.
Yeah. But I think he see what's going on.
Yeah, he's just
Yeah, and sometimes, man.
Life just happens.
Yep.
Yeah. We'll get there though. I love him.
Yeah, and the thing about it, man, is that you guys will get there, God willing, but you still got your things that you got to do.
Yeah.
And sometimes, man, life is like this, though, Lefty. It's like you'll be together, you and your brother in your early years, and then y'all go like this. You going this way, he's going that way, then y'all
Come back again.
boom.
Because we were boys when we were young.
Yeah, man, and y'all going to be boys when you're older.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All you got to do, man, is just keep working hard, man. It seems like your heart is good.
Yeah, it does.
And that's the one thing about it, too,
Appreciate
though, bro.
you guys, man.
Yes.
Hell
Is there anybody, man, and without saying it, that you be like, damn, man, I got to say sorry to that person? You know what I'm saying? Like, man, like,
Probably Soulless from
really,
OTR
though?
Records. I feel like sometimes I could be working harder, and I take the opportunity he's giving me and the label has given me and the team is giving me. Like, I get like, bougie or diva out sometimes. It's like I don't care about it, but them guys really changed my life, and I want them to know how appreciative I am of them. He moved me out the hood. I'm whipping a Maybach. Like, everything's good.
You whipping a Maybach?
Yeah, I'm whipping a Maybach E350 and a G-Wagon.
This motherfucker. Sorry about that. Yeah.
I got a Kia, dog.
Yeah, man. So you whipping the
Hybrid.
Maybach, bro? I guess I'm about to walk out on him, too. Man.
Yeah.
You got the Maybach?
Yeah, I
Hey,
got
man,
a
let me
Maybach.
tell you what's
Maybach?
good about that. Yeah, I don't even know how to say it.
I think it's
Yeah,
Maybach,
same.
Maybach,
Yeah,
Maybach.
Whatever, well, you got it.
Yeah, I got a Maybach.
You know what's crazy about that? I love how you say you lost your license, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But let me tell you, bro, how good does it feel to know that you can get pulled over and you can hand them your license and your registration and you ain't tripping?
Yeah, that feels good.
Ain't it, man?
I'm so juiced up in LA, they let me go.
Yeah.
They be like, man,
Yeah.
Gunplay, let me get a picture.
Yeah.
I be taking pictures.
Hey, man, it's been times where I remember one time I was rolling and I heard the police, they flipped a U-turn. They flipped a bitch on me and they pulled, and I'm with my wife and I'm like, damn, I said, what did I do? And so when dude pulls over, I hear him on the speaker and he goes like this. My man said,
That's cool, man.
yeah, man. Hell yeah, because we know about riding dirty or being nervous.
Yeah, just in general, just when you hear the cops, everybody gets,
Hell yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
that's
man.
what I'm saying.
So 2025, I'm pretty sure new music in 2025.
That's a funny story right there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and let me tell you, though, Lefty, I've been on for a minute in L.A.
Yeah.
So you know how you'll go somewhere and when you probably had days when you were dead broke.
I used to hear you as a baby, man.
Thank
Just
you,
in the
brother.
front yard in elementary, just running around. Yeah, I used to hear you in
Hey,
the morning.
man, ain't it crazy?
Yeah, all the time.
Now we
man.
like this.
Yeah. It's a
You know what I'm
trip,
saying?
man.
Dang.
Like, I held it down for 30 years in L.A. radio.
Gotta shoot
You
shit.
listened to me as a kid,
Yes, sir.
and now we sitting in here.
Crazy.
Ain't it, man?
I got the chills when you said that.
Ain't
yeah.
it? That's crazy, bro. And you just never know. You have an idea of where you want to be, but you never know where life is going to take you.
That's cool, man. It's a cool moment. I just remember just your voice is just growing up to it,
Yeah, man. And you got to think though, man. Like at some point, I was probably a little bit of a soundtrack to your life, my voice.
Yeah.
And now you're the soundtrack to someone else's life.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. And I
It
always
is.
tell people, I say, man, this device, this microphone, it's crazy, bro, because you can use it however you want. Like
Powerful.
I literally know that I could tell LA this is going down, and I know that I can get people to either harmonize in LA or I can get people to fuck LA up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Crazy. Yeah, your voice, your words are powerful.
Yeah, and yours too.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Yours too. And sometimes, man, I've seen things where people try to hold you to some of your words that you've probably said in, at an emotional time. Beef, this, whatever it is. And sometimes you gotta
Influence on your mind. Yeah.
yeah, and sometimes you just gotta say, you know what, at that moment I felt like that. Or damn, maybe I shouldn't have said that, or I feel different, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like now everything is clickbait. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And everybody want to bring up something old. That's why I say from here on out too, Lefty, man, breathe. and then answer. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's what you
because
do.
that's all they want, bro. That's all they want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People thrive on negativity and people thrive on
You want to get that
funky beat.
viral moment.
Yep. And that's why, man, any conversation that I gotta have with you that I felt that I would have to have with you, I would have had in public.
For
in
sure.
private.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know what I'm
I gotta
saying?
watch what I say.
Yeah.
I'm the main one.
Yeah. But then
That's why
also,
Doughboy's
man,
in.
Yeah. But then also, you're living in a moment, and like I say, bro, you're learning. This is life, bro.
Yeah.
And not only are you learning life, because you still, you know, you if anything happened to you right now, the first thing people say, man, he was so young. So you're a baby to this, and then you're a baby to these microphones and these interviews, and even to social media. So we got to give people a wiggle room to crash the car and crash out, because a lot of the stuff that I did, we didn't have this device.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We did a lot in the dark, and now everything is in the
It's
light.
on the internet like that.
Oh my God, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't even fall down anymore without somebody putting that shit up.
Yeah, I'm becoming a star in front of everybody's eyes and just, you know, writing my name. I see it now. I like that. I like the way you put it there.
Hey man, how fun is it being you?
Fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I bet,
It's a
dog.
lot of fun nights.
Yeah,
Sometimes
bro.
it's a lot. Yeah, it's fun. I love being me.
Yeah, man.
I love being me. It's cool, man. So many girls.
Oh,
So
that's what I was
many
gonna
females.
ask.
so
You're not
many-
in a relationship, huh?
Yeah, I'm single
Oh,
right now.
Man, take that, bro.
Where the single ladies at?
Yeah, man. At your house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If not, let's get them.
Man.
Hey man, yeah, man. But live that life, bro.
Sir.
Live it, enjoy it,
Enjoy
keep
it.
working hard too, bro. And I'm so glad we had a chance to sit down, man.
Yeah, first of many, man. First
Yeah,
of many.
yeah, first of many,
Yeah.
bro.
We'll be
And like
back.
I say, man, I see you growing. I see the journey that you're on, and I've been, you know, as much as I could, I've been tapping in and looking at it. You know what I'm saying? And you see growth, and I've seen so much growth from you just in this last year alone, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you, man. I really do, man. It means a lot coming from you.
Man,
For real.
and I don't waste words, bro.
My mama gonna like this one.
Yeah. Hey man, and continue to take care of moms, man. When we only get one.
Yes,
Is
sir.
grandma still with us?
Yeah, grandma's still with us.
Yeah, man.
She won't hear this one too.
Yeah, take care of them, man. And anytime, man, when things start looking a certain way, or you feel like you want to, you know, crash out, whatever, man, think of who you're doing it for too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're doing it for your babies. You're doing it for your mom. You know what I'm saying? But the first thing that you got to do when you've been on airplanes, the first thing they tell you on the airplane, they say, you know, secure your mask.
Yeah.
Take care of you first. So when you take care of you take care of moms, you take care of grandma, but you got to get up in the morning.
Yes, sir.
They looking out for you to get up every morning, bro, because when you get up every morning, you take care of your family, you take care of the homies, but
Everybody's counting on you. Yeah.
You gotta get
make
up.
sure you right first.
Yep.
Yeah.
The easy call. Lefty Gunplay.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming into the neighborhood, my brother.
Famous gangbang.
Hell, Lord, and that you are. Lefty Gunplay in the neighborhood, big boy neighborhood.